Mr. Daily Dose joining us on the podcast.
Hello, everyone. This is your Daily Dose of Podcast.
Oh my
Here we
God,
have
he did it!
Schlatt and
He
Ted.
did the thing. He did the roar.
Dude, can you just talk like that the whole time? And forgive me if that's weird, but like the whole hour we do this.
Yeah. I have my regular voice is just kind of like this, and then I have my streamer or my Daily Dose voice is more a little stressed out like this, and it just sounds a little more clear, a little more crisp, and friendlier.
Now, have you thought about doing customer service? Because if my fridge got delivered like it did today, completely dented, my factory new fridge from Best Buy, and it had a bunch of freaking dents on it, and I called you, and you were like,
Yeah, hi, sir. Is your refrigerator running?
yeah, my fridge got fucking dented. My factory new fridge that I just paid $2,000 for, you're supposed to deliver today, and it got a dent in it.
Well, you better catch it. That's the end of the joke.
Welcome to Chuckle Sandwich.
We actually have him, ladies and gentlemen. The Daily Dose of Internet is joining the pod today. My name is Schlatt. I've got Ted, and I've got Tucker, and I've got Mr. Daily Dose himself joining us today. This is a dude. He's got 300 million video views a month. I would get that in a decade. What the hell? This guy's on a roll. What's going on, Mr. Daily Dose?
Yeah. So the health of the channel is really good and beautiful, and it's the best it's ever been. And I'm so excited for the future of Daily Dose. And it's all because of Shorts, honestly. Shorts is amazing and fantastic. And if you are a creator or someone who wants to do YouTube and you are not doing Shorts, you're missing out.
This feels like a call with my partner manager, who I got on the phone with to have a very serious discussion about the monetization issues on my channel. And he played a 6-minute long Shorts introductory video for me over the call.
And how'd that go?
Terribly.
So you just had to, that was just like they played a fucking...
Screen shared a video that was on YouTube. That's
just easily available to you as if they're...
Yeah.
Wow.
Mr. Dose, you spend your whole life scouring the internet for funny, wacky, interesting videos. I assume this is not what you do in your leisure, right? I mean, if it was, then that would be great. But, I mean, surely you have something else you enjoy a little more.
Yeah.
What's your daily dose? You know,
my daily dose is
Ritalin,
No, I don't take Ritalin now. I used to do Adderall and stuff, but I stopped. I stopped doing that like in college. I mean, I got ADHD or ADD or one of the two or both or whatever.
rock on. ADHD gang.
Well, does everyone here have ADHD? I feel like the most successful people on the internet typically have ADHD or ADD, right?
No, I'm perfect.
Yeah, Schlatt's perfect. He's got nothing wrong with him.
Well, okay. Well, I feel like it's a superpower because, like, for me, like, if I need a lockdown, like ADHD is great for that because if I need to do a task and I'm stressed about like timelines and stuff, I just grind it. It's a great focuser, but it only works when you are,
actually interested in the thing that you're trying to do.
Exactly.
Yeah. Otherwise, you like find a. Are you a gamer at all, Mr. Daily Dose?
Yeah. So I will play Fortnite with a friend of mine, and we do duos on Fortnite, and it's crazy to think about, but I think Fortnite's my favorite game of all time. And it might be a little cringe to say that because I'm 30 years old, but. And I know
Everybody
they have
knows that your license for Fortnite is revoked after you go from 29 to 30.
Isn't that how? Well, here's the thing, because Apex is and all these other shooters are for adults. It's just Fortnite for adults.
Yeah.
But Fortnite's supposed to be for children, basically, or teenagers. But
it's like Apex Legends is like Legos, whereas Fortnite is Lego Duplo. Is sort of what you're trying to say, right?
Maybe. But here's the thing: we just play it casually. And we were so good at one point. I think last year we were the 517th ranked duo in the world.
What the fuck?
We had like a 70% win rate.
What?
It was bananas, and it's the reason why is because we would only get like 2 kills a game. We just hide in a bush.
Just hide.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Well, Tucker our producer on the show here, we will play Warzone every now and then. And
Yeah.
Tucker's, the thing that he likes to do is he likes to grab a sniper and just shoot at people from really far away. And I'm like the fucking, like, little kid that's frothing at the mouth trying to, like, run in there and just get myself killed in a blaze of glory. But Tucker's like, I want to sit. He's like, Tucker likes to basically fish in battle royale games. Tucker, do you have anything to say about that clarification there?
I just like to weigh my options before we run in and get ourselves killed, so we have to restart.
Yeah, you see, he's ridiculous. I don't understand.
That is how they do it in the Marines, so you don't die. If you played Warzone like a child, and you took that knowledge into the Marines, you'd probably die, right?
Yeah.
It's not how it happened in Ender's Game.
I mean, if it was real life, you probably shouldn't run out in the open like at all.
Yeah, no, you probably shouldn't. You probably should just hide in a bush. I
'Cause
want daily
write
dose
this
with
down.
me
Be
on
writing this
war.
down.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, I'm not going to write any of this down because everybody knows that all of the heroes in the war movies are those guys that, like, pick some guy up on their back and they were running through fire. There's bullets flying over their
American
head.
Sniper, Chris Kyle, national hero. That was my favorite propaganda film.
That was a great movie.
Dude, when he shot the kid,
I shot the kid. I remember watching. It was like 2014 when it came out. What was that?
yeah. Wait, maybe he didn't shoot the kid. Maybe he wanted to, and like the kid had picked something up.
Wanted to?
No, well,
I don't
he
think
had to.
shoot
Well,
the
he had
kid.
to. I feel like if I had to, it would be a pretty rough decision. Mr. Dose, do you think you could kill a child?
I would
a good
never want to
question.
do that now.
What if the kid was picking up a AK-47 and you were whispering to yourself, "Don't pick it up. Don't pick it up."
Is that what happened in the movie?
I'm pretty sure that's
I remember that.
exactly
oh my
what-
gosh.
Don't pick it up.
Yeah, he's like, don't pick it up, don't pick it up, and yeah. But
So-
did they kill him? I forgot.
No, she puts it down and runs away, and he goes,
Okay.
I think what the real question is like, how do you think that the work that you do on Daily Dose of Internet would give you the knowledge and sort of experience to be able to make decisions like that in a war zone?
Maybe from a business aspect, but I don't know what kind of business goes
Okay,
into.
so break down the business aspects of whether or not you should shoot a kid as he's about to pick up an AK-47. I'd like to.
Is that good for our brand?
It probably wouldn't be.
Okay, then that's an easy decision.
It would not.
That's
Yeah,
a good
that'd be
decision.
tough.
you're just in the sniper's ear.
It'd be a pure PR nightmare.
ramifications of
So
that.
I'd probably be the PR guy there. I'm like,
Oh,
hey guys, we just shot a kid. How are we supposed to twist this into a way that's heroic?
Yeah.
It's like Overlord on in like Call of Duty, but instead of Overlord, it's the PR or the HR department.
Well, I want to circle back because you did mention about getting focus in with ADD or ADHD. I can't relate to that, but I do have something that helps me get focused in. And that is a 20-hour recording of just the audio of the Death Star ambient noise that when they show it in Star Wars, you know how they show the image of the Death Star and it's just
Right.
like a low rumbling.
Dude, I'm watching Tucker like it's typing away right now. He's like, I gotta find this right now.
It's just a very deep, bassy rumbling, and I put that on when I need to focus.
Isn't that called brown noise?
It's brown noise, but like maybe black noise because it's space, you know?
Black noise. Oh, okay.
Void
Yeah.
noise.
Void noise. It's deeper. It's more rumbly and bassy than brown noise.
It's so
tickles
funny.
me.
What defines what color we give the noise? Like it's like somebody just decided, no, this is
Frequency.
brown noise, right? Tucker, we got any info on this?
I think it's a frequency at which it's at.
Oh,
So like
Oh.
the bassier, the lower it is.
Yeah.
That's why like
Are
this
they
is
lining
brown
up the
noise because it's
frequency?
stripped of the high frequencies.
are they lining up the frequency with like a frequency in light and just deciding what that color is? They line it up with the spectrum.
That could be it.
Is there an audio spectrum that lines up with light? I don't know how that works.
I don't know.
I bet white noise was a thing, and then from there they're just like, oh, well, we'll just make it darker when it's lower.
Yeah, true.
That makes
But
sense.
from a cursory glance, this podcast is definitely white noise.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have a video like that, Mr. Dose? Do you have like a thing you go to every now and then that you just put on in the background and get work done to, or you just raw dog it?
No, yeah, I just.
What a way to describe that, raw dog in it.
Yeah, I just work. No,
Yeah.
but
You
I
don't
love
have
white
any.
noise.
There's no GB ASMR playing in the back. No JoJo ASMR.
No, because
finger flutters?
I gotta listen to the clips. I have to listen to everything, so it's unfortunate.
That's true. That is true.
I've been doing a lot of work recently on a script, and I was like, actually, I used to do it when I was younger in high school. A mutual friend that Tucker and I had years ago. He introduced me to his method of studying, which was to put on like war music.
War music?
War music.
I'm talking about Nico right now, Tucker. Like he would put on war, like
What the fuck is war music?
as in like epic, like in like we're the Romans and we're charging down and fighting in a battle, like that kind of like intense, like dun 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 dun
Swelling.
dun, dun,
Like
dun, 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 dun.
2 Steps from Hell. Have you ever heard?
Yeah.
like medieval epic music and stuff like that. That kind
Ride
of
of the
like
Valkyries?
I mean,
That's
could be
fucking crazy.
It could be. I mean, no, there's like the kind of stuff that
Look
someone
up
would play. in the
Templars
background.
marching.
Sorry.
Like Templars marching. If you've ever come across like that 10-hour on YouTube.
No, I get other 10 hours. I don't think I've
Hey,
ever
to
gotten
each his own, man.
Templars marching 10 hours. That seems like a really niche
Hey,
one.
But what I ended up
Maybe.
listening to the other day was this one on. It's called binaural beats for ADHD, and I also don't know what the scientific like effectiveness of this or what the fuck it even means. But then it says dash gamma waves, and then the description of it is when your brain produces high levels of gamma waves, you tend to be happier and more receptive. And I'm like, I don't know when I'm producing gamma waves or what the fuck that even means. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you could put like an X-ray on me and all of a sudden you see like fucking shit coming out of my head or something, but
Is
It
it
kinda helps.
producing radiation at all times?
I feel like sometimes I'm producing radiation. You
Yeah.
know, I feel like I've got some pretty good ideas where it's like, oh shit, that's a nuclear
Yeah.
good idea.
Okay.
So
The word. So I'm sorry to interrupt.
you go.
Ted just said something interesting there that we had a long discussion about. He said nuclear, and I think we can all agree that the word is nuclear.
nuclear.
You didn't just say that, right?
Nuclear?
Nuclear.
Nuclear. Is it,
Are you kidding me?
Oh,
Wait,
this
no,
is
no.
It just
incredible.
sounds better.
You're
This
joking
is
right
the
now.
best
You're
thing
joking
that
right
could
now.
have
Daily
happened. I
Dose of
didn't even
Internet
say
did
anything.
not just say. You
Dude,
did not
he's
just
on my
say
side.
nuclear.
It sounds better, but is it spelled that way? Like,
Spell it.
Well, just, how do you
And-
normally say it? Just say like a nuclear power plant.
yeah, this guy has a nuclear power plant.
No.
Dude.
No. Nuclear. Nuclear.
You want to talk
Nuclear.
about it? You want to talk about
No,
fucking
that's not
nuclear?
what that
Schlatt
spells.
splitting like the atoms right now,
That's
dude.
not what that spells.
How's it spelled? Let's see.
Play. I just spelled it.
Yeah, Nuclear. Nuclear.
No. You're fucking with me. You must be on an Android right now.
It says
You seem a little confused, Schlatt. It seems that I've been right all along because
No,
Daily
no,
Dose of
no,
Internet,
no,
who
no,
gets
no, no,
more
I-
views than you, is telling
I'm
you
looking
that
at a
it's this
different type
way.
of nuclear. I spelled nuclear wrong, but actually it's a different type of nuclear. So this definition of nuclear, NuCular, it's a section of a compound of a usually hard fruit.
Okay. So you're wrong, is
I
what
am-
you're saying.
So I'm right about
You were right.
a different type of thing, though.
That's a really roundup. That's like a politician answer to admitting fault there.
He's ruthless, dude. This is
So
how
you,
we got
you
this
think
far.
nuclear? You want me to say nuclear?
I would prefer. Well, I just would like everyone to say words correctly.
I don't.
Nuclear.
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 You know what's a word?
Nuclear.
Can you,
know what's
can
a
you
word?
stop Schlatt washing our guests, please?
Nuclear.
You know.
There's an entire Wikipedia page to people pronouncing it nuclear and how it's wrong, and notable people in history who have pronounced it this way.
Really?
Add Daily Dose and Ted Nivison to the list.
How many followers does it have, like, or subscribers to the Reddit?
What are you talking about? He said a
What?
Wikipedia page.
It's a Wikipedia.
Oh, I don't know what just happened to me. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me go into my brain right now. What just happened? Okay.
It's the gamma waves, bro. They're sending some subliminal shit to you.
You said Wikipedia page. For some reason, my mind immediately went to a r/ like nuclear like Reddit that existed where people would post like people saying it wrong like they do on like mildly interesting or mildly infuriating or something like that?
Well, you know what's a word that I say wrong all the time, and people will call me out in the comments when I say it, is comfortable.
Wait, say it again.
Comfortable.
Comfortable?
I say comfortable. And people
Oh,
are
you
like,
get rid
where's
of
the T? Where's
you
the
do- you
T?
got-
I'm like, oh my, you caught me.
So it's just like an act of defiance now. You just
Comfortable.
Fuck it, I'm saying comfortable again.
Yeah, but like I do it all the time. Like I won't be thinking. I'll just say comfortable without the T.
I feel like that's a leftover from when you were like 2.
Yeah, probably.
You know, like a little kid walking around like, I'm feeling well comfortable today. And like that's the one thing that your brain didn't adjust. Honestly, it's, you know, I get it though. It rolls off the tongue, kind of like nuclear.
I just think you don't need T in there.
You don't.
Comfortable.
No, I get
No. I don't get
I'm
this.
convinced. You're not?
No.
You don't
We
like
should
comfortable?
say words correctly.
Listen, man, everybody knows that like if you say a word a certain way enough, it ends up being a word, right? So
Yeah.
let's say I just start saying nuclear that way, and then I just spell it differently too to match the way that I say it. Then eventually Merriam-Webster is going to say, "This guy's got me by the balls. Time to switch things up."
That's fair. But I don't want to talk about this anymore. So let's segue you to another part.
Well,
Mr. Dose, you get 300 million views
I don't
per
know
month
that many people.
on your YouTube. I don't either. That's a
Oh,
lot.
okay.
That's like a sizable percentage of
These
the
are
people
all
on Earth.
strangers on the internet. I've never met them
They're
before.
all strangers. Did you ever think that you can control the way a lot of these people think very
you can
easily?
control them.
I have thought about this, and I'm like, I'd rather just keep doing what I'm doing.
Have
Yeah,
you
but
ever
could
thought
flash
about
like a little? You could flash a little McDonald's logo,
like
or
a little
something.
subconscious, like just
Oh.
single frames?
Yeah, I know. I've had sponsors reach out to me and stuff. I've never accepted sponsorship money ever. So
Now, before we continue on with this episode, Chucklers, we got to talk about the sponsor of this episode, which is our friends at Bespoke Post. Bespoke Post is a monthly membership club delivering top-shelf goods from under-the-radar brands, and it's free to join. Each box of awesome has around $70 in value, but you only pay a fraction of the price, and only for what you want. Each month, you'll have a box assigned to you based on a personalized quiz that you take when you're signing up, and before shipping, you'll get a preview. You get to look at it. You can decide if you want to keep it, swap it, or just refund the month entirely for absolutely no charge. Plus, 90% of the products in Bespoke Post boxes are from small brands, many of which are based right here in the US of A, baby. One of the things I got from Bespoke Post was this cocktail book, which is a field guide to whiskey. I'm gonna know more about whiskey now than Schlatt knows math. It came with some glasses. It also came with an old-fashioned mixer and some jumbo ice ball makers, so you can make that jumbo ice ball. They also sent me a separate box that's got these nice little colognes in them. This cologne is bergamot, pepper, and rosemary. I'm feeling sexier already. To get 20% off your first box of awesome, click the link in the description and enter code CHUCKLE20 at checkout, or go to bespokepost.com/chuckle20. Once again, that's code CHUCKLE20, or go to bespokepost.com/chuckle20. Now let's get back to the episode.
Have you ever
Never.
thought about just spreading just straight up misinformation for your own gain?
no, I don't think that'd be really good for my brand.
But like stuff
It's always
that,
the PR.
but like stuff that like people couldn't disprove. You know,
That's-
like I don't know, like put a video of Schlatt on the screen just for like 10 seconds and just be like, this YouTuber Schlatt is known to sniff his own farts.
You could, but I have lied a few times. I've said like, oh, this is my video. I found it, and I didn't, but I kind of did.
Oh.
But it's kind of like it's a gray area. I didn't really find it, but I kind of did. Like someone filmed it for me, but I told them to film it. So like that. So I was like, I did this.
Interesting. How did you get into like posting these clips on the internet in the first place? Like, because there are a lot on YouTube of these sort of compilation channels. You got like TikTok sort of compilation channels, and it's usually like one video on this 2,000 subscriber channel will get 30 million views or something, and that's like, maybe they'll make some money off of it. But you've sort of turned compilation making of stuff into sort of like almost like a show in a way.
So I first started Daily Dose Internet in 2015, and I actually made a YouTube video about this on one of my backup, I think my Daily Dose of Gaming channel that I rarely use, and I showed the trajectory of how my channel started and where it went and everything. So basically, for the first 2 years, I started in 2015. I actually gave up after posting about 30 videos, and I just quit
That's
for
an
a year.
important step in the process, is what
It's giving up.
Yeah.
But I straight up gave up for a year. And so from like 2015 to 2016-ish, somewhere around there, I just stopped. I didn't upload for like 11 months.
You've been active
And
for a while.
yeah, because I'm like, I tried it, whatever, it didn't work, I gave up. And then here's what happened. One of my YouTube videos just exploded. It got 2 million views in like, I don't know, a month or something. It was ridiculous. And it was the voice actor of SpongeBob swearing. So it's like, who doesn't want to click on that?
Was
And-
it Tom Kenny?
Yeah,
Wow.
it was Tom
I didn't
Kenny
know he was
swearing in some
capable
sort
of
of
something like that.
yeah. So that took off, and then I just rode that wave ever since, and I haven't stopped ever since. But I actually my YouTube channel almost got deleted in 2018, because I was when I first started doing these videos, I was actually just straight up just stealing videos. I was just nabbing them here and there, and I would just upload them because I wasn't expecting anything big. Well, it got big, and that's when you have to start acting like an adult and actually ask for permission and buy the videos and those sort of things. So I would just straight up steal videos. Well, in 2018, all my older videos came back to haunt me, and I got 2 strikes within the span of like a week. I was like, oh my god! So what I did is I just privatized all my old videos. I was just like, boom. So that's probably like 2 billion views gone just forever
Wow.
from my channel.
I mean,
But
Jeez.
the survival of what you needed to do there, you know? So
yes.
can I just ask for clarification on something here? So for how many years now have you been, what is your sort of your licensing? So you have a licensing process now for these videos that you show on your thing, and is every video that you show on Daily Dose of Internet like something that you reached out, got permission for, and then
I'd say it's about 50-50. So
Okay.
I reach out to people, ask for permission, and sometimes they'll want cash. Sometimes they just care about credit. It just, whatever they want, I will give it to them. It just depends on how good the video is. And so I'll reach out on my own. I also have 2 or 3 video researchers that will go out and find content for me. And then they'll just send it to me, and I will do the reaching out. And then I also have, I'm with a network, and they own a massive video library. So I just grab videos from there. And I also license videos. So like the typical, if you see so next time you watch my YouTube videos, look in the bottom right corner or bottom left corner, you'll see Viral Hog, you'll see Jukin Media, you'll see Storyful, all these licensing companies. So to put that in perspective, if you see Viral Hog, that means I spent $200 on that video. If you see Jukin Media, that means I spent $300 on that video. If you see Storyful, that means I spent $500 on that video.
Wow.
So it just depends, but what I care about more than anything is quality. So I don't mind paying the heavy price as long as it's a good video.
Well, I mean, it's definitely different than what most people do when it comes to compilation pages, because, you know, not a lot of people on the internet or who make compilation-based stuff are necessarily interested in the licensing portion of the process.
No one wants to pay $200 for a 20-second clip, but I do. I will do it.
Yeah, and I mean, in many ways, I assume the ends justify the means as well, because in your case, because you channeled those incredibly well, and I also think that it's an interesting sort of aspect too, because I saw recently on your Twitter you mentioned Storyful. You just recently made a deal with them.
No, here's the thing. You guys don't understand. Storyful is huge. Storyful is actually owned by Rupert Murdoch and Fox News.
Right.
And so Fox News gets their videos directly from Storyful, but so does CNN, and so does all the biggest news corporations in the world get all their almost all their good like viral
content.
Yeah,
sort of
internet content
license
from
their stuff.
Storyful.
Yeah.
And so Storyful is just a company that scours every corner of the internet to find stuff and then resells it, basically.
Yeah. So Storyful is, I believe they are a child company. I don't know what their a subsidiary.
Subsidiary? Yeah.
Yeah, subsidiary of I forgot what it is. It's a part of the Rupert Murdoch Corporation or something.
Gotcha.
News Corp.
Yeah, News Corp, whatever it is. So yes, I did not know that at first. I thought they were just an independent company, but they are not. But yeah, their content is superb. Like if you see some insane video on the news that's going viral, like I can get that now. And that's why it's such a huge deal. So now I have access.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to talk about it, because it just seemed like you were talking, when I was reading that your tweet about it, it just seemed like sort of in terms of like a company's recognition of a work that at least a individual on YouTube is doing, it seemed like sort of a significant thing.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only YouTuber that has a contract with them, because every single person that they work at I'd say about 90% of their business is CNN, Fox News, HLN, all the big news corporations.
Or like the Dodo or something like that.
No.
Remember the Dodo?
That's
yeah.
like for funny animals who get
That's like-
hurt.
yeah,
But
that's
then,
Now this?
Now
Ooh.
this, maybe. But yeah, if they do news stuff, there's a very good chance they work with them. But yeah, 90% of their money comes from CNN, Fox News, because like I have like a budget every month, and I give them my budget, and then like for Storyful, I go, I'm giving you guys $3,000 a month, and you guys I want you guys to help me find good videos. They're like, okay, and but for these news corporations, it's massive. It's they don't have a limit. Like they just have they pay a lump sum up front. They go, boom, give us access to your full video library, and they're like, okay, that's enough money. You can get whatever you want.
right.
Oh.
So these guys, they give you, after you send them your budget, or you say, here's what I'm looking for, do they give you almost like a menu that
Yeah.
you can pick and choose from?
Yeah, so
And you go, I want the cat fighting the bird, please.
it's more like I tell them what I'm looking for. I'm like, can you guys send me a list of like your top most popular videos of 2021, 2022, and the past month? Like whatever I'm looking for, they will give it to me, because that's what I'm paying them to do.
Gotcha.
Right.
Wow. So they sort of, in some ways, there is a bit of market research done within your relationship with Storyful as well, in terms of like, oh, here's are the clips that are like, they're popping, which makes it maybe a little bit easier to throw something together there.
A lot of people don't know this, but I'd say about 95% of all viral videos that you see on the internet are owned by a media company.
Really?
Yeah, or partnered with a media company. It's
Are
just,
you sure you should be saying this on a podcast?
It's not secret stuff.
Someone's gonna find you.
It's not
I just
secret
don't want.
stuff.
I just don't want someone knocking on your door.
No,
Okay.
I'll be fine. But yeah, it's just, and the reason why that is, so here's what happens. So let's say Schlatt here uploads a cute cat video, and it goes super, or even better, like he's on an airplane and the engine gives out and it's like on fire and everything. Perfect. The cat's on fire. So let's say you're on an airplane, the engine's on fire, and you record it.
Schlatt's holding the cat. Yeah.
And you post that video of the plane wing on fire on Twitter. What's going to happen is you're going to have Storyful. All these huge media companies are going to reach out to you and go, hi, sir, we really like this video. Do you want like $200? And we'll just manage your video. And most people are like, yeah, that's awesome. $200 up front. And I can make more money on top of that. They're totally done. So basically every time, so your video that you recorded will go up into a library. And every time a corporation buys that video, you will forever get a portion of that sale.
Wow. Okay.
I thought it was just a flat rate.
What's
I thought
the
like this.
percentage
I thought
looking
these
like?
services were fucking everybody over. To be honest.
No. It just depends. So usually the base rate is 50-50. A lot of companies don't offer money up front unless it's a really good video, like super newsworthy video. If it's just like a standard viral video, they're like, hey, you want a 50-50 deal? Every time we sell the video, we will.
Give you 5% of them.
No, it's like 50%.
Oh.
30 to 50%, somewhere in there.
And how much? So it's around $200-$300 for most uses.
Yeah. Well, I'd say the average licensing company charges about $200-$300.
Huh. So what's the most expensive video that you ever have used on your channel?
It was was a $550 video I bought. It was a video of a bat eating a banana.
Oh, that I think
I
we all
remember
know that video.
I
We know
remember that
video.
one.
And it was worth it because it got like 10, 12 million views.
Fuck.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good deal right there.
I saw that. I'm like, that is going to be an amazing thumbnail. That is hilarious. The bat's like whole head is somehow around this banana.
That's crazy. So
And I'm
That's
like,
awesome.
yeah, I'm like, I have to get this. And I bought that from Storyful before I had a deal with them. They charge a lot more per video if you don't have a deal with them.
interesting. So, Mr. Daly, I have a question. How did you end up getting, like, because you, at this point in your YouTube channel's life, it's very, you kind of, for, even though it is a channel it is clips that you have found across the internet, you still kind of have like a bit of a brand as well, in the way that you sort of introduce like each topic and the way just the content is presented. So like, how did you get to that point where you felt like, oh, this is like and like, what was like your thought process behind that, of like getting to that specific style of the way that you do your little doses?
It's because I kept getting in trouble with YouTube. And so like my
That'll do it.
my early on videos, I kept getting age restrictions and all these sorts of demonetizations and all these things, and I couldn't figure out why. I was like, oh, got it. They want G-rated stuff. They want PG at the most. Like my early videos were wild, and that's why a lot of my early subscribers were like, you changed Daily Dose. I'm like, yeah, I did. I'm sorry. Because like my old videos were crazy. Like I'd have people jump through flaming tables and stuff. It was wild.
It's kind of like dude, I don't know about you guys, but I am getting recommended fight videos like every day on Twitter. And I think it's because
Oh,
I
yes.
watched a couple of them at one point, seeing someone like fight someone else in like in like the Walmart or something like that. And now every day Twitter will it would show me in the sort of suggested thing just videos of people wailing on each other. And I don't really, like, I've tried to say I'm not interested in this anymore, and it keeps coming back. And this actually kind of got bad, because I think this is one of the disadvantages of Twitter's like change in management. One of the videos, I thought it was just going to be a fight, and I watched it. And this is kind of, trigger warning for those of you who are listening right now. I accidentally on Twitter, like a week ago, saw a video of someone getting shot.
Yeah, in St. Louis, in broad daylight.
Yeah, like the guy who shot the couple.
Oh no!
Oh, I did not see that.
Different
No.
video.
No, it was two.
I saw one. I saw a video of a dude getting shot recently too.
It was two neighbors that were having, like, it was this couple, this older couple having an argument with this neighbor. The guy comes out and he fucking shoots them both, and he finishes them off. It was like awful. It was like,
Wow.
It was literally like, but it's one of those things too where it's like I want to know if they like look like they were gonna live, because I didn't want them to die. So you kind of keep watching, and then because it's like, no, it was bad. It was bad. It wasn't good.
They probably didn't live. But now that you mention it, dude, I've seen probably 3 videos of people
just
getting shot to death on Twitter this week.
Yeah, it's bad. It's like I don't.
What the fuck?
I actually yesterday I saw a video of a guy getting hit by a car. Like I don't.
That's wild. That never happened. I don't remember seeing people die like that on Twitter before.
Me neither. Yeah, that was something. That was something that like was. Like, you had to go looking for that kind of shit back in the day, What's your take on that, Daily?
Well, doesn't Twitter not allow those type of videos?
Oh, they used to.
Yeah, I know they used to, but like they supposedly don't anymore, but they still get out there.
I mean, there are like sort of like these accounts are like, I don't know, like fucking daily dose of fucking people getting shot, or no, just kidding. Like fucking daily fights, or like
Yes.
craziest fucking explode, like people in the world, or something like that. Like they're accounts that are like dedicated to fights, and then I guess in the mix they just post people getting fucking murdered on CCTV, and it's like really awful to see. But you don't post that. You post
no, I do not.
bats
I
eating
don't post
bananas.
I have seen a rise in fight videos on my Twitter feed. I don't know why. That kind of came out of nowhere. I have not seen murder videos yet, but I have seen a lot of fight feeds, and I've seen a lot of celebrity stuff too. Like, oh my gosh, look at this celebrity and what they did, like movie star celebrities. So that's
Yeah.
what has been pushed. Those two categories have been pushed hard on my Twitter feed for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's because of they have like a For You page now on Twitter that is I think
I like
what
it.
is kind of doing it. It's interesting. I think I would like it if I wasn't getting shown people getting shot, but
I generally like the timeline a little more in For You mode, to be honest with you.
yeah,
I love For You mode, dude. I think it's the best thing Twitter's ever done.
really.
Yeah, because I can like tune in, so I can see all my people. So I basically strictly use Twitter as a thing for business and just interacting with people and networking and that sort of thing, and staying in contact. But then I could just do one tab over For You, and it's like, oh, that's for me. It's like my own.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely find for the purposes that I usually use Twitter, like I like to keep up with what people are saying recently, so the following works. And so pretty much, yeah, exactly what you're saying. It's like hop over the For You. But I realized that I totally took us away from what I was originally asking about, which was your progression through finding your like the style of how you make your videos. And it was because YouTube wanted you to do more like PG based stuff.
Yeah, I was always kind of PG, because the reason why is because I was like, I don't want my grandma watching this and being disappointed in me. So,
What would
so
she say if she was disappointed in you with that? What would that sound like?
she's like, you need to go to church more.
It's probably true.
Yeah, she's probably right.
How would you describe the scene if you were to if the video of your grandma saying that you needed to go to church more was in a Daily Dose video? How would you introduce that scene to your
I'd be like,
audience?
hey, everyone, so my grandma got really upset with me, and I want to show a clip of her being disappointed in me.
Oh man. When did that voice start? Was that right from the very beginning?
Yeah, except before my microphone was really low, and so my earliest videos, I am screaming. I'm basically like screaming. So like, hey guys, so here's the situation. And so like when I go back to my older videos, I cringe. I'm like, oh god, why was I yelling? And
Yeah, you definitely did settle into that calmer voice. I think it's definitely preferable.
yeah, I mean, it's just people are learning and stuff, and so everyone has their awkward moments when they're just starting out. I'm sure you have a bunch of older videos of you when you
Man.
cringing.
Dude, I was always impressed with some of the Minecraft children of today, because like Tommy and those guys, because they were like they were 16, 17, and some of the stuff that the presence that those guys have on camera and just in general, and like the maturity level that they're at that age just seemed miles ahead of where I was. Like I was doing YouTube videos for my parents used to make me keep my computer in the basement, and I wasn't allowed to have it in my room, so I had to do all my YouTube videos and stuff from our basement. There's a video of me saying thanks for 1,000 subscribers, and I don't know how old was I at the time, Tucker? I mean, I must have been like
10 years old.
Like 14.
14 or something like that. Tucker has a comment on that video from when I posted it, it's like skinny me, like half a neck, and like, hey guys, what's going on? It's Ted here.
It's Jeopardy.
Oh yeah, it's Jibber here. I guess I'm here to just say thanks for 1,000 subscribers. Like it's just so just socially awkward, and just no ability to like be on camera, and it's it's wild how like when you look back, it's like an active existing sort of reflection of how less you knew when you were younger, that most people are like, oh man, back then when I was a kid, I was like, but as a YouTuber, it's like you've got evidence. You've got evidence that exists as unlisted videos.
Those Minecraft kids, they grew up real quick with their content. And you know what? I have a running theory, And it's because we didn't really, none of us grew up with that constant like YouTuber personas through our childhood. Like we just had traditional media. And maybe we got used to it when we were just reaching our teenage years. But this new wave of kids, they're able to emulate it so well at such a young age and like fit right into that mold because from the very fucking beginning, their entire content diet was just, hey everybody, it's me, Schlatt, and we're back playing more Minecraft. Like they just get it. I could never do that shit when I was 15, 16. You kidding me?
No. Now that you mention that, that's a really, really nuanced point right there, Schlatt. And I have to applaud you for that. I think that you that is a very, very smart way to look at it because specifically for like people of our age, Schlatt, and like older Gen Z is like, I was born in 1998. By the time YouTube was first invented, I was already 8. So I've already watched all my Dragon Tales and all my Arthur.
Yeah, and the culture wasn't there yet.
And if you think about it this way, here's a prescient point right here. I probably used prescient wrong. It's definitely that way, Schlatt, because my first word ever spoken was Arthur.
What?
Because I watched the PBS show Arthur when I was like a newborn kid.
Yeah. Bro came out of the womb. What?
It was like Arthur, kind of like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Imagine Arthur.
Oh, can you imagine? Yeah. Dude, me being able to pronounce the TH sound just right out of the womb is insane.
You know, for the longest time,
Ambidextrous.
for the longest time on that show, I thought DW. You remember DW, Arthur's sister? I thought it's just
sister.
like, I was like, does that mean dumb weasel? Like, I thought that's what it meant for the longest time. Who names their kid Dumb Weasel?
That's awesome. Honestly, DW, if you look back at those clips, she was a fucking savage. Dude, she did not give an absolute shit about anything. But Dumb Weasel.
Yeah, it just made sense to me. I was like, okay, they're I don't know what animal they are. I think they're a weasel. And so she's got to be the dumb weasel. I mean,
yeah, they are. They did not look like aardvarks at all.
I'm going down.
Her name's actually Dora Winifred.
Dora Winifred.
Is that her name? Dora Winifred.
Yeah, there's your lore drop of the day.
Wow, thank you for that.
Jeez.
Holy crap.
Are you guys both in? Are you guys both in Texas?
No, don't laugh at that. You're a dick. I'm in Los Angeles. Schlatt is in Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will I see you at the Streamer Awards, Ted?
Sorry?
Will I see you at the Streamer Awards, Ted?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
I'll see you there. I'll see you in a fucking week, man.
That's amazing.
I remember seeing your tweets, dude. Last Streamer Awards. It looked so fun.
It was so much fun, and it's a shame you're not coming because
it is a shame.
Cutie got so excited because I said, "Oh my god, I got Schlatt to come," and she's like, "You are amazing." I'm like, "I know, I know."
Hey, Schlatt, consider it.
Well, we had that deal. We had that deal where if I went to the Streamer Awards, I'd get a video in Daily Dose.
Yeah.
But like, you've only paid $550 for a video before. I could easily afford that many times over. Can I just pay you for a lot of money to get a video in Daily Dose? What's your price?
It just depends on what the video is. Yeah, just depends on what the video. As long as it's age appropriate and it kind of goes with the flow of the video.
Should we do a business deal right now on Chuckle Sandwich right now because Tucker and I can moderate.
Yeah, we can try this. So, what exactly kind of video are you probably like a meme video, right? A very meme video.
Oh, Schlatt's drinking his water from his anime cup. He's getting ready to make some business deals.
I'd have to think about it, man. I've got some very funny videos. I really need Tim the Tap Man to see this video.
Okay, so Schlatt brings up a specific goal that he needs.
Yes, it's a video of a guy who's been basically drinking a beer very quickly every day for a year, trying to get Tim the Tap Man to do it. And he just won't do it. And I've tweeted it at him so many times.
Okay, well...
And so Tim the Tap Man watches Daily Dose.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if he does.
I don't know if he does.
It would
Like
be
on his like his streams, I assume. I
would be a
thought you were
risk.
I thought you were trying to like sneak in this video so that when Tim the Tatman watches a Daily Dose video on his stream, he won't be able to avoid it. And then
Tim the Tatman needs to do this right now, and it's just a guy with a bottle of beer. You're just like,
Yeah,
and then he swishes it around, and it just goes down real quick.
Oh,
It's
like
the-
he drinks the beer like like he's giving a blowjob to it.
yeah.
Maybe. You don't think that would be appropriate?
Yeah, it'd probably get me demonetized, unfortunately. But what I could do to compromise is post that on possibly Instagram.
Okay.
Because my Instagram is wild. People don't know this. My Instagram is very ratchet. And the reason why...
Ratchet. Okay, that's an interesting way to describe it.
The reason why, here's the thing, is because Instagram is like the Wild West. They do not... Instagram is like TikTok. They do not care. No one really monetizes anything. YouTube is very... monitors. YouTube doesn't really... YouTube monitors everything. On Instagram, no. Like you can find like people like flashing their guns and stuff. It's crazy. But yeah,
I never thought I'd hear
Dude,
you
Daily Dose is
describe
posting war
your
footage on his
Instagram.
fucking Instagram right now.
Roll through my Instagram. It is very ratchet, and people are like, I love the comments because people are like, wow, your Instagram is way different than your. I'm like, yeah, because that's content that I enjoy.
Wow.
What's your favorite video you've ever found? Not, because you've got your and I mean this in the sense of like, there can be different types of favorites for a YouTuber. One of them could be, oh, this is my favorite because I know this is gonna fucking go viral, or this is my favorite because I personally like this one the best.
Dude, there was it's actually recently. It's a very recent video of mine. It's not a title video, but it was a video that was on the National Geographic channel.
What?
And I have been trying to get this video for years. I've been contacting this man for years, and he's ghosted me a few times. He's
It's a golden goose.
Yeah, he's responded to me a few times, saying like, no, thank you. He wanted like $100 per second. I'm like, okay, no, thank you. So we eventually.
How long was it?
How long ago did I post it?
Well, how long was the video? Because he was asking for $100 a second.
I wanted about 25 seconds worth.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's expensive. Yeah.
And so I finally got it about 2 weeks ago. We finally struck a deal like $350. For some reason, he thought that was a good number. I don't know why, what changed, but it's just a video of cell division in real time at a microscopic level with like no like it doesn't look like 2D. It's like full 3D view of a cell being divided, and that's the most mind-blowing video I've ever seen in my life.
That is really cool.
It was posted on the National Geographic channel. It got like 20 million views there. I'm like, that's amazing. I want it on my channel. Not too many people talked about it, but I'm like, that's a cool video, and I got it.
That's cool.
Nice. My video wouldn't be anything like that. It would be like if you needed a PG or G video. I like monkey videos a lot.
I like monkey videos. You
Did you get the one of the gorilla eating the apple, and then someone farts and then he just kind of looks over?
Dude, I'm trying to get that one so badly.
What about
I got a bunch. I could send you a bunch, dude. There's a monkey who is in a cage, and a guy comes up to him with the phone, and he like gives him a banana, but then he like yanks it away a little bit.
I post that monkey on my Instagram all the time. I love that monkey.
Yeah.
you know that it sounds like that, how about this? Because I'm seeing an opportunity for a deal here, and Tucker can, you can tell me if I'm wrong on this, but I'm thinking that there's a potential deal here. You post daily, you post this video of the guy giving a creamy good time to a beer, and then Schlatt will be your monkey correspondent.
Ooh. My TikTok feed is entirely monkey videos. I mean, it would be great.
Monkeys do really well. It's virality right there.
You'd have a constant drip feed of the best monkey content out there.
I don't mind posting monkey stuff.
I know I get a lot of gibbons.
You can barely even get it out.
We have to work. Schlatt, I want you at the Streamer Awards. I want a selfie with you while I'm wearing a tuxedo. I want a selfie with you, and you have to be there. And everyone's going to love you. If you're there, you're going to be the star of the show.
Dude, I just got so much going on right now. I just got so much. Look, I mean, I'm
There's
gonna
a
be in
suit
LA
supply in
later.
Century City Schlatt if you need a new
I'm
one.
going to be in LA later in the month, and then back again very soon after that. Like
That's
it's
true.
It's just going to be.
He will be.
There's just so much, and I hate flying. And the last 2 flight stories I've heard have been nightmares.
Okay, well, worst case scenario. I will be in LA for a week. So maybe you could see me in LA maybe before I leave.
Well, are you coming to Austin anytime soon?
I am actually going to, yeah, my plan is to go to Texas for a week in April. I'm going to see all those OTK people. I'm going to see a lot of people. So,
right.
and I was planning on seeing you. So
This is like the grand Daily Dose tour that you're going on right
I know.
now. Daily Dose of America.
That's what I wanted to do. I'm like, I want to jump on a plane once a month and go visit some YouTube or streamer people.
So you're sort of a could I say that you have a sense of wanderlust?
Wanderlust? Yeah. So you guys don't know, but like growing up, I wasn't very popular. I didn't have very many friends. No one wanted to hang out with me.
All of us were that way,
Okay.
dude. Don't worry.
But here's the thing: when I was doing my YouTube, like even throughout my YouTubers don't hang out with each other; just do their own thing. Okay, but streamers do. Streamers hang out with each other because they have to. It's just networking. It's just whatever. But I love it. I'm like, so I have no real incentive to hang out with streamers other than just like make friends, and it's so much fun. I love making friends, and so
Yeah.
I'm addicted to meeting
You're
new people.
such a wholesome guy. Can we just talk about that because you have such a wholesome little heart.
Dude, I just want to make friends, and so it's so much fun like looking at my phone and seeing all these notifications for like I get addicted to that, but it's also like it's yes, sure, I'm a little selfish for being addicted to that, I guess, but like I love making new friends, meeting new people, and sharing ideas.
I mean, it makes sense. Like if you were like someone who grew up not necessarily having like a huge like friend group necessarily, that like when you're later on and you're connected to all these people and all these are people that you find interesting or you think are cool or funny or whatever. It's like, and they want to be friends back with you. I mean, that's an exciting thing, especially like I mean, that makes fucking perfect sense to me.
No, I'm like, you guys don't understand. So I've said this a few times on a few podcasts, but I used to be one of the weird kids in high school. Like I would sit at the weird kid table. It would be
okay. Let's describe the weird kid table to me and give me their various types.
I think it was me and 3 other people.
Okay.
It was me, who didn't really talk. I just had a PB&J every day. A heroin addict who taught us how to inject heroin, and he said that you need to inject it in your toes because that way nobody knows. Okay, it's a rhyme.
Right. Yeah. No, that's easy to remember.
It was
That's good.
the other person was I don't know, some Asian girl, and she couldn't speak English, so she didn't talk to us. And the other one was some chubby kid, and he would show us how he could produce milk from his nipples. So that was my friends, my 3 friends in high school. Okay, so I went from that to this. It's amazing.
Dude, you could make that sounds like you can make a show out of that. I feel like the misadventures of those 4 kids going around and like I feel like you guys all had your own like little powers. Like one guy had the power of heroin, another could shoot milk. You had the power of your mind.
Each one of those kids could have been a clip on Daily Dose of Internet.
I don't think so. I don't think that any of that's G-rated. Heroin, milk nipples, and
That was in high school?
high school.
Heroin.
Yeah.
Wow.
He would also. I hope he's not in prison or anything, or if he's still alive. I don't know. But yeah, he also would deal ecstasy in the locker room and stuff. I'm like, I'm good, dude.
Wow.
Where's he getting all this stuff? Is he growing it? Is he making it?
I don't know.
How does a high schooler get involved in the drug trade like that? What do you have to do to...
Tucker, would you look up how as a high schooler one
Yeah,
could get involved in the drug trade?
Yeah. With no VPN or anything. Just Google, no incognito. Just Google that.
Yeah, because this was like 2011-ish. So this was like before like modern internet. I mean, yeah, internet was around, Google was around, but not the way it is today. You know, VPNs and stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
I would say in 2011, PewDiePie was about 11 million subscribers.
Yeah.
No, he started in 2012 or
Am
2011.
I going crazy? Well, who
You
am I
don't
thinking
No,
was?
he took off and no, he was definitely big. I remember exactly because I was one of PewDiePie's first subscribers.
Or
I
maybe he
was-
started in 2011. Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
He in 2010 had 40,000 subscribers, and I was one of them.
Really?
No. Take
I
that
don't know
back.
where I got that number from.
Take it back. 2011. 2011 is when he had 40,000 subscribers.
Really?
I was one of his first.
I swear that he was
'Cause I was-
huge at one
He
point.
hit 1 million in 2012.
Okay, I'm an idiot. Sorry.
And-
Yeah.
But from 2010, 2011, he was at about 60,000.
So when did he hit 11 million? How off was I? How many years was I off on PewDiePie?
Probably a
hitting it?
couple years. Probably a couple years off. Maybe
You
a
think so?
poor time perception.
Well, you don't need to go after my entire time perception, man.
I just feel like I have
Okay,
great time perception.
He hit the 32 million in 2014. So
Oh.
somewhere between 2012 and 2014.
Okay.
He gained
Yeah,
10
that's
million
quick.
subs
So-
in 2 years.
So that's not that bad. Okay, he
That's
had
not
a
that
big, he had a large change. It's because of his funniest gaming moments compilations. I
Oh
bet.
yeah. Oh yeah.
What was the name
Yeah.
of that? What was the name of that scary game he got famous for?
Amnesia.
Amnesia.
Yep.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
watching him scream.
That's a fun one. I was a big fan of the Happy Wheels days. I remember, dude,
was
I had PewDiePie, Tobuscus, and someone else. Who was the other big Happy Wheeler? They played my level on Happy Wheels. It was the
Really?
biggest
Was
day
it
of my
was it
fucking life.
Markiplier?
No, I don't think it was Markiplier. Someone else was big in Happy Wheels, but I got all three, and that's all I wanted as like a 12-year-old man.
Was it White Boy 7th Street?
No way. Wait, 7th Street. I hope he's okay.
No, I
Last-
don't think it was White
He's
Boy.
retired. You know that, right?
He's retired?
Yeah, I guess so. What happened? I watched his personal. He still uploads.
Yeah.
So he bought like a big plot of land somewhere in Wisconsin, and now he just kind of like lives off the land.
Wow. Good for
That's
him,
the
man.
dream right there.
So
Tucker heard that and his ears perked
Dude.
up. That's right up Tucker's alley.
I haven't heard the name White Boy 7th Street in forever.
yeah,
Oh my
my
God, dude.
my favorite videos of his were when he would do what was that game mode called where you would a gun game,
Gun game. Mm-hmm.
and he would always-
Hello, ladies and
and
gentlemen.
It is your host with the
With
most.
the most, yes, dude. Oh, dude. Fuck, man.
I didn't know you were such a big cot
Oh,
person.
huge, dude! I have a whole YouTube channel dedicated to.
That's Schlatt's whole
Dude,
personality.
I have a whole YouTube channel dedicated to mimicking the old like 2011 Call of Duty commentary days.
That's
It's called-
amazing.
It's called the Weekly Slap. I purposely make my voice sound shitty to like make it look like it's a time period correct.
That's Tucker's favorite channel of yours. Did I ever tell you that? Sean?
Is it?
But I used to watch Woody's Gamertag, White Boy,
Oh, yeah.
all of them. So I was in the same boat as you.
So
Dude.
strange. But like,
Scene Anners, Hutch.
so I'm guessing your first YouTube channel ever was a Call of Duty one. Is that correct?
No, I tried to do VFX actually. My first huge love on YouTube was Freddie W and Quarter
Okay, well
Digital.
I honestly I didn't really I know we've talked about that before, but I guess I didn't really consider that it was like your first thing. That's crazy because that's the same route I was sort of on.
Yeah, well,
As we know, we've had him on. We've had Freddie Wong on the podcast.
I definitely encountered the commentaries before, I want to say, but it never inspired me to like do those. But the
Yeah.
VFX stuff I saw and I was just like, fuck, man.
Dude,
this is
Chrono
sick.
Trigger.
Yeah.
I think
dude,
Chrono Trigger was the first one I saw.
God damn. I have vivid memories of coming home from school and watching those Freddie W weekly videos. Dude, it's so fucking cool. Quarter
Something-
Digital has got to be the only YouTube channel that I've been a fan of for like a decade straight.
They're in a bit of controversy right now. Have you been
Right.
seeing that? So
Yeah, I
recently,
did.
Corridor Digital they posted this video, which is it's basically like this story about like two brothers and they're fighting for the throne and they're doing a big game of rock paper scissors, but it's like anime supposedly. But the way that they did it is that they utilized footage that they shot as well as an AI and they fed a specific set of animes that matched the sort of theme that they were going for to a specific AI. I'm forgetting the name of it right now. And then use that to create these frames that they were making, and then they posted this video about how they did, and with it titled "Did We Change Animation Forever?" which I think was probably the beginning of why people were upset about it.
That was probably a little tone deaf.
Yeah, and basically the discourse surrounding it is like, okay, because they took frames and references specifically from specific animes, like not just like, oh, let's describe it of what we want. They were like, we're going to feed in this specific anime that was worked on by, a studio and crew, and then we're going to use that to get our footage to where we want it to be. So it raised a lot of sort of like, okay, AI is a really interesting kind of thing because it sort of enters into the world of philosophy and like philosophical thought on terms of like morality and like to what extent something is made by a human and like creatively produced and like upon training other people's work to result in something. But on the other side of it, Corridor planned out the shoot. They did the angles and stuff. They wrote the storyline and they composited it all together. So there was like work done there. It wasn't like, but it's a whole thing that's going to be a big topic, I think, especially in like the world of like copyright as well.
Yeah, of course, because you're just feeding it. I mean, all these AI are trained on copyrighted material. You can just say, hey, I want. At some point, I'm sure you'll be able to say, hey, I want this video to just look like a Jay Schlatt video or something like that.
Right.
And it'll just have all mine in the database, and it'll be able to spit something out that's entirely on my copyrighted work.
Right. And then you've also got your voice can also be reproduced with like the AI. Like, it's weird how, like, I watched a Tom Scott video on this recently about, like, the progression of how, like, new technologies progress. And what we're in right now is, like, the huge spike upwards where there's a huge amount of sort of development and improvement, increase in these AI learning models. Because I feel like a year ago, like, maybe, like, a year before sort of some of these more popular AIs come out, there was, like, voice synthesizers like you could find on the web. Like one early on in the Chuckle Sandwich Twitter, I did this bit where before like these Call of Duty sort of edits of like Joe Biden playing with Donald Trump kind of started showing up, I did this bit of I was having Ben Shapiro say that he was officially endorsing the Chuckle Sandwich podcast, and that was like a year and a half or so before this other stuff started really getting popular. And it's improving at like an insane rate that I've like I just don't know where we're going to be in like 2 years. Like it could be anywhere really. What do you think about that, Daly?
I think it's beautiful. I think it's unfortunate from my disinformation standpoint, obviously. But otherwise it's hilarious.
Dude, you could get someone to just train a model of your voice, and you'd never have to work another day in your life.
Dude, the voice is the easy part. The hard part is finding the content. And so that's why I started hiring people. I'm like, I'm tired of doing this by myself. I'm never going to get big enough by myself. I have to build a team. And so I started hiring people to find videos for me and find content. And that's why I signed a deal with Storyful. I'm like, I'm tired of having subpar videos. I want to get huge. And the only way to do that is to form a team. You can't do it by yourself. And there's only so many hours of the day. So
yeah.
Here's a question I have for you regarding the AI in regards to your work you're doing right now. Because one of the conversations is about, artists who make, physical work are worried about, whether or not their job security is up to question because of these, AI models that are being trained on their work. For you, for someone who finds and, is posting these viral videos, if AI gets to the point where people are able to create just a scenario that they show and they send it into a training model and it puts out a video that looks like it was filmed by someone in a camera at a zoo of like a monkey like throwing bananas at another monkey and like getting like as if they're in a snowball fight, and that's entirely AI generated. And then they make. Do you think that that is something that could affect your job? And would you start like making fake AI videos for your stuff?
I will be not on YouTube anymore when that's an issue. So
That could be like 3 years from now.
yeah, but here's the thing. So I have a submission form, and people abuse it. Some people will submit videos that are obviously licensed by another company. They will submit videos of their cat doing absolutely nothing. Sometimes they will really abuse it, and they'll send like straight up crimes, like people like kicking their dog and shit. I'm like, okay, I don't know
Like
what's going on.
like personal videos of them sending that in?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. That's so cool of them to do that.
But sometimes people will send in fake videos too. And so I found this video. I almost fell for it. I'm like, oh, that was good. So what it was a gender reveal video, and it was a fighter jet, and it flew over someone's house, and they're like, come on outside, honey. Come look. And
It's like the Blue Angels.
and it was a pink trail, and I almost fell. It looked so real, and then I was like, it's fake. And I post on Twitter, people are like, this is real, dude. I'm like, it's fake. And so I kind of like regret it because I'm like, I could have just easily posted that as a YouTube video. I'm like, yeah, wow, there's people in Australia had a flyover as for a gender reveal.
I think there will always be a market, even when fake videos get like almost indistinguishable. I think there'll always be a market for actual creative, real videos.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think that'll ever fade.
Yeah.
No.
That's sort of where my mind goes as well. I think it's interesting that you ended up not using the gender reveal video. What was initially like tipped you off to it being fake? Because one of the things I was thinking in my head is was it like a fighter jet?
It was a fighter jet. Yes. It was
Tucker, what do you estimate how much that would be in fuel?
No, but here's the thing. He was in the military.
Oh.
So that's why he had the connections.
Is it the Discovery Bay Studios one?
But did you?
Because this is like a long form video of them doing that.
Oh, did you find it? Like, did you actually find the video?
I don't know if this is what you're referencing, but it's a video of, it's kind of like an antique jet, and there's a bunch of people at like a hangar, and they're doing it.
No,
It looks,
no.
This one,
So if you just
Wait, but this is another jet gender reveal thing?
yes, epic baby gender reveal jet flyover.
Because if it's something,
This one's definitely real.
Oh, you hear that?
link that to me.
I don't think it's good. I'll put it in the chat.
You don't think it's
here.
Daily Dose, right?
I don't think it's good. Like, yeah, it's kind of,
Boring.
it's not very clip style, but they did it.
Wow. You may have just given him his dream back, Tucker. You may have just returned to him what he lost.
I take cash and card, so
Fantastic.
Dude, Tucker puts his square up to like the Discord screen.
But yeah. I mean, I love hanging out with streamers, and it's only because I've never had friends before. So this is my first time I've ever had friends, and it's great. I'm super obsessed with meeting new people, and now I'm learning about drama for the first time. I'm like, and now I'm like, so you can't be friends with everyone.
Wow. Yeah.
Damn.
That was the most heartbreaking moment. I was like,
because sometimes people are bad people. Sometimes people turn out to be like murderers, which is the craziest one. That is the craziest.
That is true. That is true.
that is true. I don't think I could be friends with a murderer. No.
No. Oh. Ugh. Interesting. All right. We'll have a chat when you come down to Austin.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I want to obviously I want to go to Austin so badly. And do you know that there's that dinosaur park near you? That dinosaur whatever park in Texas. I don't think that is it near Austin or is it Dallas?
A dinosaur park? I don't think I've ever heard of
So
a
I want to
dinosaur park.
I want to feature this in a YouTube video really badly. There is a park, like a national park in Texas, that still has dinosaur footprints.
Oh, that's
What?
sick.
Really?
Yeah, you can just
What
walk
the
out.
fuck?
It's like the Sandy Canyon area, and
Okay, well, Schlatt, when Shay and I come out there, we gotta. Shay loves dinosaurs. We gotta check that out. That sounds sick.
Okay.
but
Dinosaur Valley State Park
that's the one.
in Glen Rose.
Yeah, I think it's Dallas, isn't it?
I have no idea. I have no fucking clue.
Okay, it's Dallas.
I don't leave Austin.
Tucker's like getting mad at him like a parent. He's like, Schlatt, you should know this.
But dude, Dos, when you come
Pay
down to
attention in
Texas,
class.
when you come down to Texas, we'll have a great time. I'll show you around. We'll shoot some guns.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
There's a thing where you can get up in a helicopter and shoot at wild boar with a machine gun. And at night, when it gets darker, you put on a pair of night vision goggles and then do a night crawl and shoot
It's
more
so
boar.
ridiculous. It's
I'm definitely
that's
not
the most American thing I've
not
ever heard.
for that, but
Damn.
I'm
mean,
not. No.
You're not into that.
I'm
You're not
not-
into.
I'm not a
I mean, you can
hunting
cook
person.
them later. You can get bacon, Mr. Dos. Would you rather have unlimited bacon, but no more games? Or
I hate bringing this up, but I'm vegan, so
Well, let him just finish the question because this is like an important question that you need to.
Okay.
that's why I'm kind of like not hunting person or night. so-
Damn. Okay. Well, hear me out.
Okay.
Would you rather have unlimited bacon?
I don't know
Okay.
if we've ever gotten that response before, Schlatt, by the way.
But no, we've never. This is a curveball. But no more games. Or would you rather have games, unlimited games,
Unlimited.
but no games?
Unlimited games, but no games. That's what
Yeah.
you told me.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty.
Crystal. It was Crystal
You
Schlatt.
said, would you rather have unlimited games, but no games?
Did I stutter when I was saying it? Do you need me to repeat the question?
I would rather.
I just feel like it was pretty. Well, I don't know.
You
I
seem
mean,
frustrated
We've been
almost.
talking for a while. Maybe we're just a little bit tired, but I do in particular feel like Schlatt was being pretty cut and dry right there.
I think I'd rather have unlimited games, but no games.
Interesting.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. Fair
Okay.
enough.
And so, Daily Dose, if you had to choose what portion of the Chuckle Sandwich you are, what portion, what piece would you be? You could be whatever you want. What piece would you be of the Chuckle Sandwich?
Well, I like being the bread because I want to hold everyone together. Now I just want everything. To
Okay,
be
now that is
hunky-dory.
that is an interesting because I'm actually the butt pieces of bread.
Yeah.
The butt
That'd
piece
be-
of the
you're gonna
bread.
You can be bread, but you gotta I'm two butt pieces of bread here. I mean, so that you kind of came after me right there.
Be a very
And-
bready sandwich, and there's no meat. It would be lacking substance entirely, considering I'm just mayonnaise.
You know, I said you could do anything, but you know, you kind of threw me for a loop there. That was crazy.
Cool. Well, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I haven't shot a. I
What,
haven't shot a
what,
gun
what,
in-
He's
what do you mean?
doubling up
What
on
do
the
you mean?
bread.
What we could? Do you want to be like a bread piece in the middle? You know, for structure.
Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of sandwiches that have more than two pieces of bread.
It's true.
Oh,
It's
that
true.
is true.
That is true.
That's true.
What type of bread would you be?
Wheat, obviously. Yeah.
Wheat.
Wow.
Okay.
Because everything else is gross.
Okay.
That's something you just said.
That is something you said. You don't like sourdough bread,
It just doesn't like. I don't know. For some reason, like,
dude.
just a
I've
good old
never heard
piece
of
wheat.
anyone that doesn't like sourdough bread. That is wild. Really?
I'm not a bread expert. I don't know. I just eat bread. You know.
Fair. No, it's fair.
I don't like think about like what it, what type of bread. I just eat it. You know.
No,
Maybe
yeah,
I do
no,
like
that's-
sour bread. I don't know.
Well, the bread itself isn't actually sour.
Okay.
No,
I feel like I've created tension between us about this bread, and I just want you to know I love you.
Yeah, we
Well,
do love you. Thank you so much for coming on, man.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on. This is really exciting. And do I need to do a sign off?
Oh,
Oh,
if you'll grace us.
if you, yeah, please.
All right. That's the end of this podcast. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later.
Later.
Later.